Okay, so today we're going to be looking at how to do the hello montage. And hello montages are used for anything that's downstairs. Teams that go upstairs immediately, you don't have to do the hello montage, but any team or any highlight reel or anything like that that's done downstairs, you want to do hello montage. I press the button to turn it on. This is the you can open this up right here, and the button right here, this is the first button, is the on off. So you want to press that. That brings up the screen. Then it's a touch screen, so you just swipe upwards, and that gives you the login screen. The login is married94, so I just type in married94, and that boots it up. So we may have to wait. While we're waiting, I'll go ahead and show you the other things you have to do. So here's your projector here. You turn it on. On the back side of it right here is the on button. So you turn it on by flipping it. Let's see, it flips forward, so it goes forward, and it sits up on the ledge like this. It has a little kind of jimmy rig back here so that it kind of leans down to project. You usually have to make sure you adjust it to put it on the screen exactly the way you need to. Also up here is a remote control, and the remote control is for the audio. So this is the sound bar that you have in most of your rooms. Same concept as sound bar. On the remote control is your on-off button right here. So you just should turn that on. There's a light that comes on that you'll see on the speaker up there, and that makes sure it's on. You don't need to turn on the lights yet. That's for the photo booth, and we won't do that on this video. So anyway, I can actually move this to the side to be able to get to this if I need to. But you're going to turn on the Google Chrome. So Google Chrome is all you need to launch. What I do with the Google Chrome, because this touchscreen is a little bit weird, is I bring up on the start button here, I bring it up this way. So I press on Google Chrome that way. Now, I've done it so that the hello montage is the default page that the browser goes to. So that's why it works, is because in the... I'm going to pause it real quick.
Hey, everyone!
Stop.
Hey!
Okay, stop that.
Hey. What
There we
is
go.
your name?
So there's pause. This is where it's stored. If you look at the URL, you can see here's the file itself and where it's stored, and that is bookmarked as the default page. So it should just, when you launch Google Chrome, it comes up with the hello montage. Now here's a trick. As soon as it comes up, the first thing you're going to do is make sure it's casting to the Chromecast. There's a Chromecast that's built in the back of this projector. So basically what happens is it Chromecasts, Google Chromecast to the projector, and then the projector does it. So right here, this icon on the corner right here that has the little kind of radio signal or cast signal to the square, that's what you press on. You press on that. And that should bring up Cast to, and you should see Art Within Chromecast. And that's the name of the Chromecast that's plugged into the projector. So you press on that, and then that should cast it to the screen here. The only problem is when it casts to the screen, it looks about this big. So you're going, what happened? What's the problem? And stuff like that. So one of the things you want to do is just close this by hitting the X button right here. And then down here in the corner is a full screen mode. So if you press this full screen mode right here, it actually goes in full screen on the screen out here. And so you should be good to go at that point. So that's how you make sure it's full screen here. And then it kind of shrinks here actually as a part of that. And then you want to play it and make sure that the mouse...
Oh, hello.
Hello.
So if you're playing it, you should be fine. And it should just continue to play. We've actually expanded the hello montage to 40 minutes now. So if you start this, let's say 30 minutes before the event, then you have enough cushion to make sure it's still playing 10 minutes after the event was supposed to start. So that allows especially support people to not have to, worry about they went out to the street to welcome people and the hello montage stopped. So once you get started, it's ready to go. And there you go. If you have to adjust audio as far as sound, you want to just use plus and minus here so I can turn it down. just by doing that and pointing it at the sound bar up here. And then of course stopping it to finish it up. Then I just come here and press pause. I can close the browser now, and then I can turn off the projector by pushing the button back towards the back, and the projector will, you know, wind itself down. And then as far as getting it ready for the photo booth, you want to just put this back, you know, kind of dress the cord back and close this, and then turn on your lights for the photo booth. You can wait on that until the photo booth's ready, and then again you can come down here to the start button for Windows and then hit social booth, and that should start it for the booth for later on, so you can have that up and ready to go. And any kind of messages like this, just cancel them out, remind me later, whatever. Don't do any installs, because that may cause the computer to be held up. So that's kind of how it works. As you can see with Social Booth right now, it takes a little bit of time for it to come up. So that's why you, especially if you're doing support, you want to do this ahead of time so that you're not doing it right before the people are trying to take the picture. And sometimes the touch screen is so crazy that it didn't touch it. Now I know it's trying to come up because I can see the icon down here of the social booth, and so I know it's trying to come up and it's just taking time to come up. But if I'm waiting here for a while, I may come back again, go to start, and hit social booth again. Again, these are just, you know, ignore these kind of messages because it's just, you know, basically Windows protection kind of stuff that's trying to come on and do all that. So there's social booth. It just took that long to come up, and you should see the screen come up with the typical thing that you usually see, which is the camera and the video camera as a part of that. So, come on. Also, another thing to note is when the booth comes up, you'll see actually it booted up the camera just then, and you'll see the blue lights, and that means that this camera is working with it. Again, here's another one of these. Your McAfee protection, just close all that junk. One of these days I'm going to spend the time, or Eric's going to spend the time, to get rid of all these McAfee stuff and all that stuff. So here we are, ready to go. All we do now is just turn on the lights. The lights have the switches up here. And you can actually, I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can actually dim the lights and turn them up with buttons on the side here. So that's kind of a cool feature that I don't know if we use enough. But photo booth ready to go. And that's this video. Thank you guys.